Okay, I'm gonna give it that juicy little millennial pause, and then um I feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't know why. Um, but I was sitting here like, what am I doing? I've set up stream. I think this is gonna work properly, but um, but I don't know. I've set up stream. I've grabbed all the little doodads and things. Everything's plugged into my computer that needs to be plugged into my computer. However, I'm sitting here like, what am I forgetting right now? But also, what the hecking frick is up, gamers? Shout out VOD watchers. What else was there to say? I'm going to be doing a fun little live recording that I think might work. I forgot to test it. I was supposed to hit start recording and test if the different audio tracks work and whatnot. Because I'm like, I've recorded and streamed before at the same time. This should maybe work, but also it's weird because I want to um last stream everything was just baked into everything because I just sort of downloaded the VOD and then started editing that and haven't finished. And I haven't really been working on it at all, which is sad and unfortunate because it's super janky. The game's way too loud. I'm way too quiet, and that's baked in the way that it is because that's how I decided to do it for some reason. Um, but this time I'm like, let's freaking smash that start recording button and put my Epic Gamer mic and the desktop audio on two different tracks, which is interesting when you're streaming because streaming uses one audio track. So they're both, hang on, I think it's definitely not going to dox me if I hit this. Like, I don't know why I'm not hitting this to have this little visual here, but so streaming is on track one. So desktop audio and my Epic Gamer mic are both on track one. And then I put the Epic Gamer mic also on track two, but the desktop audio on track three. So that way the recording is capturing track two and three. So that I get two separate audio tracks for the recording, but that doesn't break the stream that's over here on track one, you know? Epic Gamer stuff. I'm always being super meta question mark. I don't know um about stuff and things about like being a YouTuber and being a streamer and whatnot. I'm like, oh, let me start with display capture, I guess. So you can see OBS, you can see my thing. We're gonna be playing Eclipsium, dude. Look at this game. It looks so freaking cool. Should I click the store page? I don't know. Display capture really is just like one of my greatest fears. I'm like, I can't click anything because everything's gonna dox me for some reason, even though every photo of me on my computer, I know where it is. And I could easily stop streaming, and I've set my settings to be not um not what's it called? It's not gonna immediately upload the VOD, you know? So I don't know if that matters, but stuff and things. People can't clip it, and upload my face to the internet. Oops, just doxing myself real quick. So I guess we're gonna hit start recording, and I should check the audio stuff, make sure nothing's broken. Um, let's just smash that start recording button. So we are in fact recording now. Hopefully there's enough space on my computer. I didn't think that there actually might not be. And it seems like I'm ever so slightly loud. Minus 1.1 decibel. Is that too much? Is that stupid to be doing that? Maybe. Wait, hang on. Hang on, hang on. Let's bring that back. RIP headphone users? Because I think I have a gain thing here that is doing this. I can just do this, which probably isn't going to make it sound horrible if I'm increasing the gain and then decreasing it when I could just not have it increased that much. But I need to get playing the freaking video game because I don't have the space in my computer to be meandering about, and also I'm gonna have to switch to game capture, unfortunately, um because something is the game gonna start? Has it started somewhere? Looks like it hasn't. Okie dokie. Epic Steam moments. Let's go Steam. I believe in you. It says stop like it's open. My mouse is lagging slightly. Hopefully I haven't broken everything. But I don't know. SSI I have 21 followers. That's crazy. When did I get that extra one? I don't remember. Maybe I do. I just didn't think that that last person that had followed me was the 21st follower. I still thought I only had 20 followers. Oh, it started. Look at this. Very cool. I got this game because it was on sale. Shout out poor people, but because it also looked very cool, you know, this very pixel style. Let's hop on over to options, make sure everything isn't broken. Screen shake. RIP people who I can increase the pixelation amount. That's interesting. I would think there would be at least one option to lessen it, but I don't know, I guess hopefully this will be good and great and awesome. Everything looks good and great and awesome, as I said. Let us switch over to oh, I started recording. Why did I start recording? Not settings, that's not what we're doing. We're doing stream capture. What am I doing? Not Steam? I don't is it gonna do it automatically? Mayhaps. Probably not though. What is search host? I don't know. Is this? What is this? Am I breaking shit? Acer something, this thing. What even is this? What if I click on this? Um, audio console? Literally, what is happening? Is the chat gonna have to be there for the video? Because I was like, oh, maybe I should not do display capture. Because I don't know if it would be weird to have a good and professional YouTube video capture any full screen application. Do it automatically, question mark? I need to stop saying question mark. Specific window. Sure. Oh, what the hell? It's not even here. Maybe I close the game and reopen it. Probably not, though. Maybe if I hit options, is there an option to make it windowed and then I can make it not windowed again? And that might not exist, I guess. Hang on. Epic live streamer moments? It's not here. This is so cool. I love that this is happening. If I do this, I'm gonna quit the game and come back to it. Okay? I did just close Steam, so I'm gonna have to reopen that. Man, why am I recording? Do I delete the recording? Yes. Hang on. I'm gonna stop recording because I will in fact upload the VOD as well on my YouTube channel. Shout out VOD watchers. But then I shall edit the video, and so that way all my juicy little fans in the future, when I'm rich and famous, can look back and be like, oh wow, look at how horrible the editing was on this, because they'll have the full thing over here on the VOD that they can compare it to. Capture specific window? This game doesn't exist apparently. Very cool, very awesome. Looks like we're doing display capture. Okay? Shout out VOD watchers. You're gonna have VOD watch. Wait. Yes, shout out everyone, I guess. But I'm gonna hit start recording, do an obnoxious little YouTuber intro, and then we'll get right into it. The viewers keeps going from 2 to 3, and I'm like, I hope that's not people who are already following me, you know? Because that would be embarrassing. If I have captured their attention, they're following me, and then they're like, this sucks, this is boring, and then they leave. you know? Let's hit start recording though. We are in fact recording. Um, Nothing else needs to be done. I think I'm just gonna do a thing. Watch this. What the fucking shit is up, gamers? Welcome back to my legendary YouTube channel. Today we're playing Eclipsium, which is very late. It is very late in spooky season. I was like, oh, spooky season's coming up. Let's play all these different games, do all these different things. It's gonna be super fun, super cool. I could be an actual, real good YouTuber, but I haven't really been doing that. I've just been watching YouTube and playing video games occasionally. But I've also been live streaming. Shout out people who aren't here in the chat, you know? But what am I saying? Follow me at Twitch, I guess? But Eclipsium, this very cool game that I did buy when it was on sale. Shout out poor people, I already said that in the live stream. So go follow, I just said that though. So, new game. This game looked interesting, very pixelated and cool. I need to be playing some first-person horror games. You know? I don't know, is this a horror game? Kinda, maybe? But I just need to be playing more games like this, you know? I feel like I've been playing some weird, obscure games for quite a while now. I don't know if I've played a single first-person horror game-esque type of thing. This is super bizarre. There's just sort of stuff happening. Okay? Heart turned into the eye of a needle is what that kind of looked like, but then it's a heart flat line thing, and then I don't know if I need to try to decipher these visuals and whatnot. But hand and whatnot. Hands are cool, I like hands. But something? I feel like I was supposed to maybe potentially write stuff down that I could talk about, because I'm not a good YouTuber. Although I have been doing this for like 3 years. Which is unfortunate to be saying, because I'm not good at it. Is anyone good at it from 3 years? This is very cool, dude. Let's freaking go. But, this is sick nasty, bro. I can only open the top one. Okay, got a pair of scissors. Very cool. Is there a run button? Don't run with scissors. Damn, I can't run right now. Alright. Nothing in there. Can't search these cabinets. Don't know what that is. I guess it's a little window. Just some sort of viewing room. You can watch your loved one be ripped apart. Okay. What am I cutting? What is that? Oh. Fascinating choice, my guy. But is this the key? Let's just... Ooh. Ew. That's a big-ass tongue, my guy. Okay. Very interesting. Great start to the game. Makes sense if the player doesn't talk from here on out, you know? It's one of those games like Portal. It's like self-aware in Portal, but this is kind of self-aware. I don't have a tongue anymore, so that would be a bit of a reason not to be speaking anymore. Look, lungs. Love me some lungs. That sounds kind of weird. I don't know why I said that, but I feel like there were things I was going to be saying for the Twitch audience and or I guess YouTube VOD watchers. What was I going to say? I was talking about followers, 21 followers. That's 4 away from getting affiliate. Not that I will get affiliate, because there's only 2 people here. There's supposed to be 3 people here, you know? Okay. Pushing the hands out. I love these door physics. Very good door physics, my guy. I thought those were tattoos on the arms for a second. I was like, let's freaking go, epic tattoo moments. But it's just sort of how the shadows work in this game. Something else I didn't think about. Actually, it might look decent in the recording. It won't look decent at all for anyone watching on Twitch unless I'm looking at the tiny little screen on my phone. It looks all right, I guess. This is kind of just what the game looks like, but it's gonna be great for my bitrate and even better for YouTube compression. So shout out YouTube compression, honestly. I was like, where'd my skizzers go? And then I'm like, oh, I used them already, you know? Okay, got some music going. I freaking love these. Oh my god, I can use it, I can play with it. This is one of the greatest games I've ever played. What is that next to it? Oh, just like drawings, paintings, question mark. Am I gonna get an achievement for this? Even if I don't, it'll be worth it, dude. Shout out these physics as well. This is awesome. These things are sick as hell, though. I feel like I should pull this one all the way through, otherwise it might fall down. Yes, dude. Anything but moving forward. That's an ominous achievement. What the hell? Is this gonna fall all the way down if I pull it? Let's go, let's go. Look at it go. Okay. Epic momentum moments. Let's just help it along a little bit. Okay. And then we. And then let's go, and then... Okay. Thanks, gravity, I guess. Okay, can't read anything. Ooh, the radio. Did I turn the music off? I don't want to do that. Let's turn that back on. Thought it would like change the music or something. I think that did change the music, maybe. What song is this? I do not know. Nice ceiling fan? Can I turn it higher? Oh my god. Let's go. Also, hang on. Shout out all these like unique hand animations when you're looking at shit. Is this even different for this over here? Dude, let's go. And I'm sure some of these, if not a lot of them, will be used throughout the game. But I think I'm a sucker for a like juicy defined hand in the corner of something. I think that's because of BioShock, with like the very specific hand positions with like electro bolt. You got all the fingies going, and this is like the individual I'm playing as has the big old thumb sticking out sort of right there, that bone, and then all the tendons. Is that what those are? I don't know, but maybe because I'm a narcissist, because my hand kind of looks like that. My left hand, especially, that weird little thumb bone thing at the bottom sticks out a lot more on my left hand for some reason. But let's maybe try to make an entertaining YouTube video here, make it past the beginning of the game. Only have like an hour or so to be here, because otherwise editing me will be very angry and very not pleased with. Ooh, what is this? It's just a plant? I'm like touching a plant? Or is this... I don't know. Okay. I was able to pet the plant. Very cool. There are significantly more plants, as it seems. Can I pet any of these plants? Oh, okay. I was like, is something there? Why is all this moving? But it's based on me and my movements and whatnot. Oh, that movement freaked me out a little bit. Yeah, these hand animations are sick as hell. Look at that, YouTube compression watchers. This is so cool. That's why I was like, I looked at all the pictures and I'm like, it's, oh, very cool. Love when shit like that happens in video games. Okay. Damn. Um, that's why earlier I was like, I don't remember if I was recording by this time, but I was messing with the settings, and is that a whole ass like tornado? Or is it just spooky clouds? Because I was looking at photos, I was like, this game is so pixelated. And earlier I was looking at settings, and you can turn up the pixelation. What would that look like? Can I do that now? Intended? Higher? Oh shit. Okay. Wait, higher like... Wait, highest? Is this less? Wait. Is this less pixelation? Did it mean more pixels? Okay. Or is it just because it's... I don't understand. Here, let's not recommended. What about intended? What does that do? It's so pixelated. It's not recommended, but would it be evil if I feel like I'm simply must, you know? I'm an obnoxious YouTuber. Maybe at least higher. Let me look at this little teeny tiny screen on my phone real quick. It looks to be all right, potentially. Shout out YouTube video watchers. It's not, it says not recommended in red, which makes me feel a little bit evil, but YouTube compression is the bad guy here. Deeper into greater pain, enter Eclipsium. Well, I kind of didn't, but thanks anyway. This is Eclipsium. Very cool hand animation. Love the physics on that. These guys are great at doing some little physics and whatnot for stuff and things. Here we are in Eclipsium, I suppose. I was gonna say epic Eclipsium moments, but I'm like, I simply must learn how to not be insanely, like, actually obnoxious. Okay, there's a couple paths here and a little house. Let's observe the little house, you know? Break and enter. You know what I mean? Crouch jump, epic gamer moments, dude. There I go, learning. And to not... What is this house construction? What is this, even? Okay. Fascinating. Wouldn't want to live there, I don't think. Okie dokie. There are two paths set before me. A shovel. Can I... Oh, I can turn this off with the push of a button. Because that's how those lanterns work. I remember. I was alive then. Jesus Christ, what was that? Okay. Juicy sound design as well, I guess. But also... Let's go. Are these are candles. For a second I was like, are they flowers? They look so weird. But cool statue. Okay, statue. Let me learn how to speak real quick. Have any goodies for me? Hidden up your butt or anything? No. The only goodie here is floor, as it would seem. Are there any extra buttons I have? What about tab? Tab doesn't do anything. Control I already knew did something. Okay. Campfire? I'll have to be jumping in campfires in games, you know? I'm always like, is this gonna hurt me? Am I good? So, oh, what? Won't even let me. That's cool. I guess that's game design or whatever. You know, putting invisible walls, adding a bunch of hand animations. Even though with a game like this, where there's a little hand in the corner, honestly, like one hand animation is good. To just maybe have the hand open a bit, and then a grab, and then you can Use that for everything, honestly, even if it doesn't really make that much sense. But the fact that they would put so many different hand positions and whatnot, it's pretty astonishing. I also can't run, which is... If this game is going to be as bizarre as it seems, and lots of cool, interesting visuals and whatnot, that almost looks like Spider-Verse type stuff, the way it is changing into so many different colors. There's like red and yellow. Shit is turning from like a blue to a pink, green. I meant green, maybe. And then, I don't know. And also all those squares and things. It's not exactly Spider-Verse because it's just the different pattern and colors and whatnot. It's not the comic book stuff, but it is still very cool and interesting. Maybe it would be cooler and interestinger with the max pixelation, but I can't be doing that, dude. YouTube compression said no. So if I want to be a rich and famous YouTuber, I have to something? I have to, I was gonna say like follow the rules or something, but that's kind of the antithesis to what I've been trying to do on the platform, which is kind of the antithesis of being a rich and famous YouTuber. So I don't know what's wrong with me. Very cool, interesting music. A red piece of cloth, bandana maybe? Not bandana, but I don't know, scarf, cloth, something on the tree. Symbolism? That's like from the start, the big heart in the eye of the needle looking thing that turned into, at first I was like guitar string because the way it was waving around, but what is that sound? Give me a gun? Where's the gun? Let me hit the one. Let me hit all the numbers on my keyboard. I don't have a gun. Dang it. As an American, I feel like I should just have a gun, you know? Everyone's got a gun. That would be realistic if I just had a gun. But also as an American without a gun. Maybe I'm wrong here. Oh, okay, there's no run button? I'ma just go for it. Jesus Christ, this is unnerving. Shit's just breaking. Okay. Looks like we're doing some platforming. Ooh, that is such an unnerving way to... Jesus. Oh, okay. Let me get off of that, and let me just keep going, apparently. Because I am afraid right now. Okay, this is sick as fuck, dude. Literally, this game is so cool. And it's a bit reminiscent of, what's that style of game called? I think I'm wanting to say FMV, but that's something else potentially. Where it's like, filmed people, and they're like in a video game. I don't know, Game Grumps play a lot of those kinds of games, and I enjoy watching Game Grumps, so I'm always like, should I make one of those games? Would that be very cool? You know? Do I jump on this? Maybe not. It's gonna give me this platform. Is this platform gonna come down? Oh, sick nasty. Okay. Never mind the wood beam that went entirely... Oh! Okay. Oh, jeez. Fascinating. Okay. Looks like this is an option. Is that the option? Because seems like there was something over here. Parkour, epic gamer moments? Crouch jump again? Showing off my legendary gamer skills? Okay. Maybe from here? Shit. Maybe if I go around the side, and I'm higher up, and then I crouch jump? Dude, let's go. I'm actually cracked. Secrets? Secret tunnel? Damn, what the? This place is massive. Am I gonna go down there eventually? Seems like I'm kind of going over in that general vicinity and down a bit as I keep falling. That was pretty freaking high up. I guess we're sort of going off the logic of if you just jump before you fall or hit the ground, then you live, you know? I did forget to jump, but I don't know, I was on a platform, which means I'm safe. Okay, this is gonna break immediately, I guess. Good sound design, epic sound design moments. Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought it was gonna swing me over, but I guess I didn't realize it's a sort of zip line. Dude, I freaking love this game. I love how slightly janky it is, which the pixelation sort of lends itself to, maybe. But oh my god, this 2D chain? Let's freaking go. But the way it was sort of in front of this a little bit as we were moving. That's sick nasty, bro. This is so freaking cool. Big ass tree. More symbolism. What did trees mean? The English teachers in the comments and or chat. What does the tree symbolize? Probably, I don't even know. Leaves symbolizes leaves and tree stuff. I'm guessing random foliage disappearing would be less noticeable if I had all the pixelation. But I really can't. Oh my god, what? Give me? Oh. Fascinating. Love me some tea. I'm a woman now? Let's freaking go. This is literally my dream. Drinking tea as a woman? Weird dream, but okay. It looks like this probably was actually filmed, though. Because there's like pretty damn good reflections in that tea. I saw a little bit of a face, maybe. Okay. Shit. Surprised hands? Looking through the window at my neighbors. Am I wearing clothes? Okay, I was like, is there a bomb? It seemed like... Whoa, that was sick as hell, dude. What? And then, ew, what? Wait, key to the bottomless pit, cut your way forward. Use the cutting instrument to cut down objects? Dude, what the hell? Ew. My hand, I was gonna say my knife is a hand, but I was, okay, I guess. I came up to this tree and I was like, oh my god, yes, give me. I'm gonna have an axe now. I have a sharp object. Okay, I switched. Very cool. Was I supposed to cut down the tree or something? Is this gonna be a bridge to somewhere? Is that what's about to occur? How do I get back to the knife hand? I don't know. How do I cut down the tree? I don't remember. Shit. Hang on. K for knife. F for knife. Did I fuck up somehow? Maybe I click on the axe again. Was this what is this? Is this a knife that I'm looking at? Or is that... Oh, it's this big old saw. One of them two people saws at one point. There were plenty of blades here that I could have used, you know? An axe is in fact a one-person weapon and or blade. Okay, so I was definitely supposed to cut down this tree. How did I... Well, I hit right click to get rid of the knife, and I'm hitting it again and it's not doing anything. So yeah, it really seems like I was supposed to cut down this tree with the knife hand. I don't think I've broken the game, I just think I don't know what I'm doing. What about Alt F4? You think that'll do anything? Ew, what did I just do? Okay. Holding left click makes you look at the weird hole in your hand? Why do I have a hole in my hand? Is this all a Jesus metaphor? That seems to happen a lot in media. Okay, but how do I... Is this some sort of equipping thing? I can equip the knife if I do this and then K for knife. Knife. Oh, I double clicked. How do I do it? Nope, that's not. Wait, what did I even hit? Did I click one of the numbers? God damn it, you guys. This is the problem with just spamming every button on your keyboard. It seemed like I double clicked maybe, except that's not at all what happened. I'm confused. Oh, oh, it is a little selecting thing. I looked up, which is the direction of the little pointy guy. That's so fucking disgusting. Okay, and then it told me a button. Do I remember that button? No, I do not. I think it just said use the knife hand to cut shit down. Is it this? Okay. I had to take a step back for a second. Cut down this big ass tree with my knife hand. That's disgusting. I thought this game was gonna be fun and cool. I actually kind of didn't think that, but I almost forgot that was an aspect of this game because I was looking at the store page and I think I had left it open because I was checking emails or something random like that. And Steam, okay, this sucks. I hate when this shit happens. Steam randomly went back to the trailer thing, and then just sound starts playing, and that always scares the shit out of me. And I always forget that that's a thing that happens, and so I'm like, hey, let me open this store page and then go do something completely different. And then it randomly gets back to the trailer because it's cycling through all the screenshots. And sometimes trailers are loud as hell. Like, way too loud, honestly. Please don't break. Everything has been breaking. Hold left mouse to open the transformation menu. I did in fact learn this. I'm thinking you maybe should have told me sooner? I don't know. Ew, dude. But yeah, it scrolled all the way back to the... Okay, I'm getting a lot lower than I thought I would very quickly. Okay. Does it still go on? It still goes on forever, dude. What? Yes, right mouse to return to normal. I have in fact learned this. Is that gonna go away? Mayhaps. It did in fact go away. Let's go. But the store page jump scared the hell out of me. The trailer started and then I caught a glimpse of something before I paused the trailer. The hand like opened up and you could like look through it and see shit and I was just like, ew, dude. This game is not what I thought it was. I already bought it though. So like, I can't not play it on stream and or make a spooky little video about it. Also, I forgot to mention, I don't even know if this is going to go up during spooky month. Because like, my dumbass never does anything proper the first... Okay, that seems like a problem. Wish there was a run button, I really did. Or it's just aesthetically pleasing. Oh, animation got slightly strange there for a second. At the end there. It's still, shit's still falling, oh my god. Or is it just spinning? Oh, that looked kind of strange. But don't think they really expect people to be staring at it the whole entire time. Very cool. We're getting away from the heart. Is that... Oh, maybe we're not. Maybe we're making our way to it slowly. Are we trying to get to the heart? I still don't know. But yeah, the first 2 years of my channel existing, I would do a Pride Month episode, but they were not during Pride Month. It was always after. Because it took so long for me to edit. I was like, oh hey, I should do a Pride Month thing. Oh, that's... Ow. Okay. Oh, balance... These are balancing hands. Oh, that's... Okay, this sucks. Please don't fall, please don't fall. My fat juicy ass is weighing this down, dude. Oh my god. The further I get to the end of the pipe, the more it goes down. Oh, it might just... Okay, it might just be timed, and I should be going. I should be doing shit. This kind of vibe is very cool too. I love this big janky wood platforms, almost like bad scaffolding that are just like in big old crevices in the earth. Hey, best viewers, let's freaking go. It is in fact against the rules to be a bot, so I will be banning this individual. Epic live streamer moments. If I included that in the YouTube video. Don't know why I would, but that's part of being a Twitch streamer, I guess. And that's why I would include that. Am I gonna get a hand that makes it so I can run eventually? That could be cool. But what am I doing? Can I just break random shit? Like, can I... Hang on, I'm going up? Okay. Can I, like, break this? Just break random barrels? Hang on, wait. Wait. Me when I have long nails? I'm sorry, that wasn't funny. But yeah, what the hell was I saying? Talking about being a YouTuber, or being a Twitch streamer, I guess. And some other thing that I was talking about. Can I break this? No, I can't do shit. That's fine. Well, am I quicker with my regular hand? It seemed like I sped up a little bit there. That would make sense, maybe. We are going down, dude. I yearn for the mines right now. Just entering the bowels of the earth. I don't know about Earth. This all seems sort of dreamscapey and bizarre. See what I mean? Yeah, I don't know about Earth. Pulls out my fucking knife hand to chop down these weird meat tentacles in this cave. I don't want to hurt them, you know? I'll just leave them there. Passive ascending type shit. Shelf, Aroni. Seems there's gonna be an up and down bathroom to the right. For men only. Secret tunnel? I don't think this was very useful. Cool sounds and things. And cool cave, I guess. Should have said that. It's a little bit disheartening as a streamer to look over at the viewer count go up to 3, and then a few seconds later it goes back down to 2. Like, it's a little bit depressing, but also I know that I've got a video on YouTube with 200 something views, and that's not that impressive comparatively, but like in the grand scheme of things, but it does make me feel cool. And also, I'm gonna be rich and famous eventually. I've just sort of decided that in my life. It sort of has to happen. So, I'm kind of alright not being rich and famous currently, because it will happen eventually. This actually isn't gonna lead the same way, unless there's a ladder, like, right there. But it seems like going down there might be something else. Let's go down here. Although there's a bunch of lights in video games mean, something, but also, what's it called? Signs. Signs mean something. There's that sort of bathroom sign I'm following. My phone vibrated, and this is important. Hang on. How long have I been streaming? 34 minutes. Let me hit resume so there's sound happening a little bit. exclamation mark, you know? I was gonna say texting people on Discord. I'm like, is it called? I guess it would be just it would just be messaging. Okay. Is this actually, did I make my decision? Can I get back up there? The well-timed, I was gonna say well-timed crouch jump, but this is... Shit, dude, I was right about the lights. What about the signs? Oh, is this like... Is this a roundabout way to get somewhere? Or is this, am I legitimately making choices here, you know? Or am I just avoiding secrets like a dumbass? Ow? I don't know why I said ow. I know why I said ow, but you don't need to know why I said ow. You know? Okay, interesting stuff happening. Stuff's going on, stuff is happening. Big ol' cage, I think? Okay. Is this... Why can I jump over here? Is there any reason to be exploring and doing stuff? That sounds evil and bad. That's not any sort of slight to the game devs. I'm just saying... I've kind of found secrets. I found little stuff to interact with, so I guess that's cool. If I find another one of those little toys with the little guys on the track that you can move to the other side, then that would be well worth much exploring. So let me pull out my knife hand again. Dude, it's so cool, but it's also like, ew, it's so... The way the hand like morphs into the knife, look at that, dude. Ew, and the way that wrist is bent like that, that sucks, dude. That's actually the worst. It's so very reminiscent of like practical effects in like, I was gonna say 90s movies, but I guess a bunch of movies, older movies, any sort of bizarre sci-fi stuff like the Fly or The Thing. Were those both 80s movies? Or I don't know how time works, dude. I'm Gen Z. It doesn't... I've seen them, so give me credit for that, because a lot of Gen Z people don't know what the hell's going on. Like, how have you not heard of an Atari? I don't know. Hey, yo, 4 viewers. That's crazy. Hang on. Is this entertaining? Is this good? I guess if it's gonna be a YouTube video, I can just cut this out. So, shout out YouTube. Anyone in this stream? I'm an epic YouTuber. What am I doing? I'm trying to be entertaining while also reading something and comprehending what I'm reading. And I'm not good at comprehending what I'm reading anyway. So I don't know why I'm trying to do this right now. I could just stop talking and focus on this thing. Okay, back to it, epic gamer moments. But also, I'm about to hydrate, dude. Shout out, I was gonna say H2O, but this isn't H2O, it's iced tea. Arizona, the raspberry one. It says 100% natural on the side in big ol' gold letters, but like, what does that even mean? Does that matter? They've dumped an insane amount of sugar into this, I'm sure. Total sugars, 57 grams per container. Don't know why they felt the need to put per serving. I'm not gonna drink a third of the container, okay? Right? A third? No. 1, 2, apparently. Didn't these used to say 3? Why'd they bump it up to 2 servings? Maybe they made it ever so slightly healthier. But yeah, I did drink something. Shout out hydration. Everyone watching currently, go hydrate and or stretch or do something. The time to get a snack has in fact passed though, because I was just not paying attention and drinking something. When I was far away, I was like, there is a cliff here, I think. But now that I'm oh, okay, it seems like there isn't. Hang on. Epic Discord moments. I guess I don't have to be too secretive about it. It is. I don't know who else it would be. I have been streaming with the legendary IMSN, the Executioner. Shout out him if you're into hot sexy VTubers and whatnot. Nope, I don't know the spell. Hang on. I understand no one can see this, but listen to the cool little soundscapes that are going on. Like reverse stuff, little background noise. Very cool and interesting. And something and start. Shit. Okay. Epic communicating with other individuals moments. Every time I reflect on it, I'm like, it's kind of bizarre that I just sort of started talking to an individual online due to Twitch streaming and whatnot. What is this? Some sort of barrel. I was gonna say some sort of barrel of sorts, and then I'm like, you already said some sort of. You don't need to be saying the same thing again. But yeah, every time I reflect on the fact that I have started streaming with another individual, dude, another new animation. A big old fist to punch the freaking big red button. Okay, very cool. Love the way this just sort of shrinks. Is that new? Have we seen that hand animation before? Or hand pose or whatever? I don't know. Saving, dude. We're going back up to the surface, mayhaps? Are we right below the big old heart thing in the... I keep calling it the eye of the needle because that's just what it reminded me of, because I like sewing. I think sewing's... Oh, looks like we're not going back up. I should have expected this. Worried hands? Worried hands. Very worried hands. Okay, shit. Are these wading through water hands? Okay. Damn, that's unfortunate. So it seems like our goal may in fact be to get to that heart that we saw earlier. But we have immensely failed to do so because we are so insanely below the ground. Okay, epic live streamer moments. How long will we be going for? I can go 45 minutes. Let's freaking go. I can go for the ever so slightly longer because I've been um yapping with Executioner on Discord and also drinking tea that's not good for me and whatnot. I like tea that is good for you, but also like I'm not gonna complain if um what am I? I'm not gonna complain if you dump a whole bunch of sugar into it. Especially if you dump, hang on. I don't remember the number, even though I said it earlier. Especially if you dump 57 grams of sugar into it. You know? That's kind of crazy. How do they get so much sugar into drinks? It actually makes no sense. What am I doing? Yes. Um, broken elevator. We gotta get going to that juicy little heart in the sky. Have I played a certain game before? Uh, hang on, epic gamer moments. Epic live streamer moments. Let me make everything completely black for a second while I check something. Not completely black though, because you can look at Jacksepticeye. Jacksepticeye jump scare. A bit of a um, what's it called? Um, this is not a. This is way too loud. That's the Eclipsium uh trailer thing. So, I was just talking about that. You can get jump scared from that. But the Jacksepticeye face, the jump scare, a bit of a um, what the hell? What was I just gonna say? A bit of a remnant from the Jamsepticeye game jam. You know, it was very cool, very fun thing to be streaming, and other thing. What was I gonna say? Um, man, Steam really just cycles through those freaking what are they called? Um, what am I even saying? Like actually, except, bro, literally take all of my data. I don't need a social security number. It's not even that important, bro. What just happened? I'm doing Discord stuff. I'm doing Steam stuff. Um, hang on. I guess I didn't have to start downloading this thing. Hang on. Epic live streamer moments. Sorry for anyone in the live stream. I guess this isn't. I literally could have done this like 15 minutes from now, and probably should have, especially since I'm recording this. Like, big oof to my um, whatchamacallit, my what do you actually even call it? Big oof to my freaking the space on my computer, the little hard drive. Um, one more real quick thing. Hang on. Nope. Orientation? I was about to say okie dokie in Discord, and my phone just autocorrected okie to orientation. Like I spelled 4 words. Why did you think that I wanted to spell orientation? I feel like it's not impossible, but it's, I feel like you don't hit space on accident very often. Oops. The cardboard box that my mouse is on just sort of fell over. I've got a real janky... What did I just do? Was that good? I just did something good, I think, for my setup, but I got a real janky setup here. My mouse is fully just on a cardboard box, and what's it called? In something? Have I gone this way already? No. Okay, very good. Knife hand. Spooky knife hand. Oh, I guess I could go back to Twitch, check how many freaking viewers I have. 4? None of them left, apparently. That's insane. That's actually crazy. I was like, what I'm doing now isn't cool or great in the slightest. So I should probably be a good streamer. That's pretty crazy stuff. Mayhaps they're all bots. That would be cool. It wouldn't be cool. Last stream with Executioner. Shout out Executioner again. We had like 100-something people. And I was like, I hope this doesn't get me in trouble or anything, because these are not real people. There's like a 2% chance they're real people. But yes, and then afterwards, whilst I'm doing other Twitch stuff and using Twitch and whatnot, just like watching Dog Girls or whatever, I get a notification, and it's freaking... It's like achievements and shit. It's like, oh, people know about me or whatever. I don't remember the achievement names, but it's like... Twitch is like, good job for having 100 people in your stream. And then I also got the one for having like 15 people in your stream, I don't remember. Which is quite a jump. It literally is like 15 or like 20 or something, all the way to 100. I'm afraid that I did chase them away because 2 of those is me now. Sorry about that. Let's freaking go. That's chill. That's fine. That's awesome. But, okay. Also, Executioner, isn't this nasty as hell? This game's weird as hell. Look at this. Freaking knife hand. Epic knife hand moments. Me when I have long nails type shit. But yeah, Twitch gave me achievements for those freaking... for that stream. And I was like, this better not get me in trouble or anything. Let's go, my video game downloaded. But they gave me achievements, and I'm like, I do not want these achievements. There weren't actually 100 people in my stream, Twitch. Please don't ban me. What are these ominous noises I'm hearing? I'm afraid. If I had claustrophobia, this would suck. I kind of maybe have a little bit of claustrophobia. But I feel like if it's like real tight and kind of spooky, that's sort of... I think humans are just generally afraid of not being alive anymore. So, okay. Very spooky noises. Is this... Did I leave Steam open? Is it playing trailers and shit still? Okay. Bit of an ominous light down there. And more light down here. I don't know. Let's go to this ominous light, see what's happening. See what's popping. Even though this is probably where I'm supposed to go. I was also afraid that I was going to get some issues from those fake viewers because I also got some serious ad revenue from it. So I actually also got money from it, so I was seriously worried. Lol. I forgot about that. You actually receive money and whatnot. That's... Okay, I'm not going over there. Is this lights? Can I see the goo that's happening here? Okay, very cool. Ew. I changed my mind. That actually isn't very cool. This sucks. If this light goes out, I'm gonna shit my pants. Dude, what the... This is insane. This is actually... like, ew. Sorry again, game devs, for turning the pixelation down. Damn. What the hell? What is this leading me to? The power of the sun in the palm of my hand? What is this? Okay. Fascinating. Because I think I was supposed to point it the other way first. Yeah, it seems like there's another light over here. Unless I'm incorrect about this. Hey, let's freaking go. Epic light moments. Oh, maybe... Actually, I don't know. Dude, there's so many. Like, my game dev brain can't handle any of this, even though I don't know anything about game dev actually. But shit. Maybe I'm supposed to point two lights at it. So if I go back this way, and then point the light at it, that could be something. This is kind of loud, I feel like. Maybe potentially too loud. The game has been quite quiet and ominous before, but now it's playing lots of noises and things. Oh, there's a third light. And a fourth. Okay. So, we're just shining bright lights at it. Okay, I was like, it seems like I'm kind of walking in the darkness here. I hope it doesn't just instantly kill me. Okay, let's go. We're removing the tentacles. What is this a metaphor for? Getting worms. I don't know. Is there something down here? I guess maybe I'm gonna go down there after. This turns kind of slow. Oh, I guess I already did it in that room and I am supposed to go this way. Okay, now I'm like, I don't have claustrophobia, but this sucks. This for sure sucks and isn't fun. And ew. We're gonna okay, I was gonna say getting a bit more warm toned, and then it just turned red. So, very warm toned, I guess. I think I just touched a thing for a second. Okay, let's go. Another orb. Also, there's a light over here. Or is that the one? I don't know. What is this? I don't think I was already over here. But what is this light for? Oh, okay. This can, in fact, reach the orb. I didn't think it could. But epic orb moments. I think I was, in fact, thinking on ad revenue and things and becoming an affiliate. I'm becoming absurdly close to it. For viewers again, let's freaking go. But yeah, I've had 3. Am I supposed to pick wisely? Choose wisely? Guess we're just doing both. Never mind. Okay. Turning on the lights. Quick lighting moments. Very cool. Very interesting. Whoa, this is sick. I love big stone little bits in the ground, you know? Pull the lever, Kronk. For real, for real. And I didn't pick the wrong lever, maybe. What is this, tripod? YouTuber? No, that's not a tripod. Damn. Okay. Yeah, love me some little stone bits in the ground. I think every little thing that I like, and I base my whole personality off of my favorite video games as a wee lad and still being Darksiders and Darksiders 2. And low-key my whole life purpose is to just sort of make something that's a fraction of the coolness as those two games. And putting weird random little stones in the ground is kind of fits that vibe. So everything that I think is cool is just because it either consciously or subconsciously reminds me of those two games. And it really is just sort of my whole personality and whatnot. But this is sick as hell too. big ol' ominous ruins type shit, this is gonna break. This is for sure at least gonna break a little bit. Unless? Okay. Hopefully that doesn't mean my ass is getting less fat and juicy. Because before we were bending pipes with my juicy fat ass. I guess it is stone. Never mind, actually. Old ruinous? Is that a word? Old ruinous stone isn't stronger than a pipe. Although a rusty pipe with leverage, with my juicy fat ass on the end of it, is probably going to break compared to some slightly crumbly stone. I want to hop down there, but I'm like, is this imminent doom? We'll do it for the bit. Oh, okay. There's an invisible wall. Unless I'm cracked at video games and breaking video games. Jump over the wall. Jump over the invisible wall. Crouch jump. Sneak in behind it. Maybe they didn't put it over here in the corner. Okay. Shit, they really did think of everything, didn't they? Is this something I can fall down? I can't even fall down that. Shit, dude. Stronger maybe not, but metal is more likely to bend than stone. That's true. Didn't think of that. And it was in fact bending. It didn't even break at the end, which is... I think one of them did, maybe. But... I don't know. Maybe my ass isn't fat and juicy then. Like, what the hell? This is a scam. Don't even know if I want to play this game anymore. You know? I can't even break some ruinous stone. Ruinous being a word that I potentially just made up. It sounds like a word. Ruinous? Doesn't that sound like a word? I don't know, you're a smart executioner. You seem like someone who would know if that was a word or not. Dude, big cool statues? Also Darksiders and Darksiders 2. Esque. Okay. Guess just Darksiders 1 esque, you know? Okay, that's not even... But also cool. Love me a big ol' abyss. Are those big ol' worms like before? Okay. Ruinous is indeed a word. Okay. Yes. Very cool. That's good for me. That means I was gonna say I seem smart, but then I realized that I I didn't know that it was a word, and I am just sort of pulling shit out of my ass. Okay. I was gonna say very clear, like level change. It wasn't that clear. It looked like an ever so slight video cut. Whoa. Beautiful little singing voice. The power of the sun on the palm of my ass. What is this a metaphor for? Mommy issues. I don't know. Constellations? I'm a Virgo? Is she actually disappearing, or is this just loading distance type shit? I think I'm supposed to approach the figure on the sun. Whoa. Key change? Is that a key change? I don't know anything about music. I guess just higher notes. Belting slightly, kinda. I also don't know these constellations, if they're constellations. Oh shit, that's the thing! Am I about to cut out my heart now? Big juicy lore moments. The game fully started with me in a hospital, and I chopped my tongue out of my mouth. So that's very cool. But maybe I don't have skizzers, but maybe I actually am gonna be taking my heart out of my chest. Oh, okay. I do have to say, though, that you were using it in the wrong context. Ruinous is a word to describe a force that wants to bring ruin. Oh, right. That would make sense. Like, I was gonna say malevolent, which is in the same vein, kinda. Hey, speaking of vein, look at this big ol' heart in my hand. Okay. Very cool. Let's give the heart to this weird little... this thing. What is this a metaphor for? Getting better at sewing. Okay. Hey, that might be Earth, I think. I don't, that wouldn't, I don't know if that's Earth. This model doesn't make sense. Are we in the 1970s? Never mind. I think they knew daddy issues? Mayhaps. That would make sense. We are in the mommy issues room. So, guess our character has mommy and daddy issues. That was it? Just sort of donated my body to science and we're gonna move on with our lives? Oh shit. Something's happening? Kingdom Hearts type shit? Okay, very cool. I'm seeing this is 1 hour and 16 minutes long, so you're welcome editing me. I'm gonna have lots of fun trying to edit all that. Now we're jamming our hand. This was very obviously filmed. Is it really still a life though? You just ripped your own heart out and it's so casually strolling around. I guess. Maybe we're like a chicken kinda. If you chop its head off, it'll start doing stuff. Hey, we got the hole in the hand. I was talking about how I accidentally kind of saw that in the trailer for a second. Also, okay. With eyes unclouded, see that which has been hidden. Use the optical instrument to view hidden paths and objects. Very nasty and gross. Thank you, video game, for doing this to me. What is this pattern that's going on? Very cool. Ew, dude. Can I fall off of this? It seems like there aren't invisible walls, so maybe I won't try to jump to my imminent doom immediately. I was like, this seems like some sort of chapter type closing thing. I'm like, editing me is really getting more and more upset the more time goes on. Oh, that's interesting. I did almost the same thing to my players in one of my D&D campaigns. Shit, that's crazy. That's some dedication right there to stab a hole in your hand for D&D. But also D&D campaign? I guess it could be easier to roll dice, harder? It would be harder to roll dice, but you could toss them through the hole in your hand just for funsies. We are currently in the forest, I guess. Maybe we're going back outside to the great outdoors. Kind of like how we started. We went through a little hospital. Oh, I didn't do it to myself. I did it in-game to my players. Okay. But you could have, for the immersion, you know? People sometimes are like dressed as their characters. And low-key, I feel like you guys should have done it for the bit. You know? To be more immersed. To be... Ew. What the hell? Don't do that. So is there a new icon on my hand now? Very cool. Why is it a rectangle thing? What is happening? Hang on. You? Is something occurring next to me? Oh. The trigger zone's still there, I guess. Oops. Hang on. I remember how to play video games? Oh, it's a rectangle because it becomes an eyeball after a second. Okay. I keep just going backwards, but... editing me is maybe perhaps not the happiest, so this looks very cool. This looks like a great little place to say, make sure to like and subscribe, and also, other things. Where is this light coming from? This is framing. I know a tiny bit about film, question mark, stuff and things. Does this look cool? I think it just looks cool, and I don't actually know anything about anything at all. I guess maybe using the leaves to sort of frame the light could be cool. You know, leading lines and whatnot. Other words that make me sound smart and competent. 1 hour, 20 minutes? Let's freaking go. Fingers crossed I'm not depressed this week and the next, and quite possibly more than that, because editing is an absurdly time consuming thing. So, episode one in the baggie. Hope this recording didn't break due to streaming. Oh yeah, 1 hour and 10 minutes. Because stream has been going on longer than the recording. But usually there's like a funny little cutoff for YouTube videos. Usually I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna die, or if a creeper blows me up, the video ends, you know? And then usually it happens and I'm like, oh shit. But then it gets cut off right at the end. I'm like, oh and then the video ends. Outro music. It's very funny and whatnot. But I haven't encountered anything that's gonna kill me immediately in the game, so I don't really know how to end it. Like maybe I something maybe, oh, okay, I don't know how to speak. Maybe I say something like oh, what if what the okay, that was horrifying. Shout out VOD watchers. Why do you think the okay, I actually don't know what I read. That wasn't even really a bit I just did. That was kind of real, sort of. Why do you think that the first people that professional content creators get is hiring an editor? Lol. For real, for real. That shit's crazy, dude. But also, um, I like doing every little thing myself because I'm a psychopath. Um, but also just cause I do like editing sometimes, most of the time, a little bit, not really, but occasionally I'll glean an ever so slight little enjoyment out of editing. Um, also I learned that's a Virgo thing. I don't I don't know what that means. I don't understand astrology, but that is in fact a Virgo thing. A little bit, I think. So I've heard on Instagram. Spooky noises are happening. If I randomly die, that would have been great for an outro, but also I shouldn't randomly die. I should exit to menu. Last save was more than 5 minutes ago. Didn't know it was going to autosave. Guess I'll have to play for 3 seconds before the next recording of Eclipsium. Legendary little game here. Very fun, very cool. What am I doing? Playing this with Executioner. Should I Executioner? We just had 5 viewers. Now it's down to 4. But what am I guess ending stream? Potentially? I kind of like display capture. Display capture is a bit of a double-edged sword because it's very easy and very cool. I'm like, oh, anything that I can see, everyone else can see. But that's also very much not good because what if I dox myself? Like, is there anything on my home screen that's going to dox me right now? No? I'm making it 2. I've lived 2.0. Is that doxing? Downloaded Audacity. Haven't used it 1 single second. You don't have to end stream. You can just change the subject of the stream. Yeah, but I figured unless you want to split up the VODs, oh, that would be a good idea. I was gonna say if I'm gonna use game capture, it breaks, and it actually didn't even work on Eclipsium. But I guess I should say like and subscribe to all the VOD watchers. Shout out VOD watchers. Um, this is awkward now because I'm like, I ended the YouTube video and then I'm just saying stuff here that doesn't really have to do with Eclipsium, but it's gonna be in the Eclipsium VOD. Make sure to like and drink water. I don't know. I'm gonna drink this very sugary tea I've been drinking. And maybe I'll do a fun little stretch for a second. So, shout out VOD watchers. I don't know. I just sort of have catchphrases. I don't actually, I'm not a good live streamer. So I really just sort of say the same four things every single time I live stream, which is becoming more and more apparent and more of a problem the more live streams I do. Because they're all just like on average, my live stream is the same thing because of the maybe 7 catchphrases that I have. Hey yo, my thing is vibrating. Not my thing. I shouldn't say my thing is vibrating. That's a weird thing to say. But my phone is vibrating. I'm gonna stop stream because I'm actually just yapping now. So, but I'm gonna start it once again. Never mind. I was like, I'm gonna stop stream, but I should let the people know that are here that it will in fact begin again in 4 seconds. And then I look over, there's 2 viewers. So that's very cool. You love to see it.